Hi students, welcome to the next session of NEET Easy Physics. In this class, we will discuss about graphs. So, whenever we are going to draw the graph between y-axis and x-axis, we are going to draw. So which values we have to take on y-axis and x-axis will be giving information about from where to where, from which physical quantity to which physical quantity we are going to draw the graph. Let us assume voltage current graph, VI graph we will say. How VI graph we are going to draw means V value should be on y-axis, current value should be on x-axis. Whichever they are saying first, that one we should take on y-axis. Whichever we are saying second, that one we should take on x-axis. Let us assume velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. So in velocity time graph, now where we have to take velocity means velocity should be on y-axis, time should be on x-axis. Let us assume they are asking time acceleration graph. Time acceleration graph. Then where we should take time means on y-axis, acceleration on x-axis. PV graph they will say. PV graph. PV graph means P is on y-axis, V is on x-axis. So like this we have to take. Then how to find slope and all these we will see now. Now see, I am taking some graph between y-axis and x-axis. Let us assume graph is coming like this. Let us assume. Then how to find the slope means we have to take some two values. This one you will be getting in 8th or 9th class. So draw a normal onto x-axis and y-axis. So this value is going to be x1. This value is going to be y1. This point we will say x1 comma y1. Again draw a normal onto x-axis, draw a normal onto y-axis. So now this value is going to be x2. So this value is going to be y2. So how to find slope of this one? Slope formula. Slope of the graph m is equal to, you came to know in your school stage, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. What is y2 minus y1 from this graph? This value is going to give y2 minus y1. This value is going to give x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Now for this, A, B, C, if you assume, this y2 minus y1 in our, after completion of 10th class, intermediate or PU, wherever board, whichever board you are preparing, this y2 minus y1 they will write dy, x2 minus x1 they will write dx. So for this, if you are assuming this is theta, BC, y2 minus y1 gives opposite side, x2 minus x1 gives adjacent side. Therefore, this one only they are going to write tan theta, that is nothing but BC by AC, opposite side by adjacent side. Therefore, whenever we are taking any graph, slope of that graph we will take generally tan theta, otherwise slope of the graph dy by dx. Change in y-axis by change in x-axis. What is there on y-axis? Change in y-axis by change in x-axis. Otherwise, sometimes you will get y by x also you will get. Depending on if initial position is 0, sometimes you are going to get y by x. So whenever you are finding slope of any graph between y-axis and x-axis, what it is going to give means either tan theta information it will give, otherwise change in y-axis by change in x-axis, or y-axis by x-axis gives slope of the graph. So if they give in graph theta, you can find tan theta. If they didn't give means dy by dx. How to find all this we will be discussing in upcoming sessions one by one. These are the basics. Now we will see, is that slope increasing or decreasing? Now this is the graph we have drawn between y-axis, x-axis. You got graph like this. Let us see. Slope of this graph is increasing or decreasing. For that, what you have to do means, you can take either 2 or 3 parallel lines. You can intersect this one like this. At the time, see the thetas. This theta, this theta, this theta. All the thetas will be same or different. Otherwise, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. So for this in 9th class geometry, you came to know 2 parallel lines. If any line is intersecting like this, if it is straight line, so these 2 angles will be always same. Therefore, here theta 1 is equal to theta 2 equal to theta 3. So if thetas are same, what will be same? Tan theta 1, tan theta 2, tan theta 3. So what I said for tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but slope of this graph. Now for this graph, tan theta 1, tan theta 2, theta 3, tan theta 3 are equal means what will be equal? Slope of that graph is same. That is nothing but constant. Slope is constant. Let us assume on y-axis you are taking velocity, on x-axis you are taking time. Now what is the slope of velocity time graph means? Either dv by dt or v by t according to this tan theta. Now all these are constant. Constant means, what is the nature of this graph means? dv by dt constant. Velocity by time is constant means what is constant? Acceleration is constant. So they will ask what is the nature of this graph. At that time you have to say information like this from the graph. If they gave in place of velocity and time, displacement time. Now what will be constant means? Displacement by time, dx by dt or tan theta. This information is same. Slope is going to be constant. Therefore, displacement by time, we came to know velocity. Therefore, by seeing this graph, we can say velocity is constant, we will say. So like that, whichever graph they are giving, whether increasing slope, decreasing slope, constant means, first we have to take about those angles like this. Next we will see another graph. Next graph will be like this. Let us assume curve I am taking. Y-axis, x-axis. Whichever they are giving, always our procedure will be same. We have to draw parallel lines. Whenever we are taking parallel lines, see these angles. Angles will be increasing or decreasing. So this is theta 1, this is theta 2, theta 3. See the nature. Is this angles increasing or decreasing? So theta 3 is greater than theta 2 is greater than theta 1. Angles are increasing. So now what is the slope of this graph means? dy by dx or y by x or tan theta is going to increase. So now slope is going to increase. What happens? Slope is increasing. Let us assume if we are taking displacement time here. Displacement on y-axis, time on x-axis. Then what is increasing means? What is slope of displacement time? Displacement by time or change in displacement by time with respect to time displacement is changing or tan theta. So all these are increasing. All these are increasing means what is increasing? Velocity is increasing. So whenever they give graph, first you have to identify slope. Next what you have to do from that slope means the graph we will discuss. First we are focusing on slope. Now here slope is increasing. Therefore slope of this graph is also going to increase. Let us assume here if you are taking velocity time graph. Then what is going to become? dv by dt is increasing. Rate of change of velocity is increasing means acceleration is increasing. Increasing acceleration we will say if it is velocity time graph. So graph nature slope is going to give information whichever graph it is going to whether increase or decrease. See the next graph. So if you are taking y-axis, x-axis, now graph is like this. Now again draw the lines. One line here, one line here, one line here. Now see the theta. Theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. If you observe, angles are going to increase or decrease. Theta 3 is less than, theta 2 is less than theta 1. Angles are going to be decreasing. Whenever angle is decreasing, tan theta is going to be decreasing. Tan theta decreasing means slope is decreasing. Slope is decreasing means what the slope is going to give. Let us say again, displacement time. So dx by dt or x by t or tan theta. What happens for all these? Decreasing. We have to take tan theta, otherwise we have to take dx by dt or x by t. It will be coming according to given problem. Okay, so that is later we will see. First, is it increasing, decreasing or constant slope? Now theta is decreasing, therefore slope is decreasing, therefore this graph is decreasing slope. Decreasing slope means whichever values you are going to take. So that slope is giving, dx by dt is giving velocity. Now velocity is going to decrease. Let us assume on the y-axis we are taking velocity, x-axis time. Now velocity time graph. Velocity time graph slope gives acceleration because a is equal to dv by dt or velocity by time or tan theta. So acceleration is going to be decreasing since slope is going to decrease. So increasing slope, decreasing slope, constant slope we have taken. Now in this sometimes slope will be negative also. In this graph we have taken y-axis, x-axis like this. This is positive slope because y2 minus y1 gives positive value for us. So we have taken a graph like this. This is y2, x2, y1, x1. If you wrote y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, this value gives positive for us. Sometimes negative slope will become. So for that, graph will be coming like this. This is y-axis, x-axis. Once we came to know positive slope, later we will be getting very easily negative slope. So in this also, slope is going to be constant but negative. In this, slope is not constant, whether increasing, decreasing. If theta increases, slope increases. If theta decreases, slope decreases. If theta is constant, slope is going to be constant. Whichever slope, that slope is going to give information either velocity, acceleration, that should be constant. Let us assume if you are taking one VI graph. VI graph. Voltage on, whenever they are saying VI graph, voltage on y-axis, current on x-axis. So graph will be coming, let us assume like this. Now, is this graph slope is constant or not means, I told you have to cross check by writing either 2 or 3 parallel lines. Obviously we came to know this theta is constant. Whenever theta is constant, slope of that graph is constant. Now what is the slope of the graph? M is equal to tan theta is equal to dv by di. Otherwise v by I. Now voltage by current. What is voltage by current gives? We came to know according to Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. R is equal to V by I. So y-axis by x-axis. Always slope gives y-axis by x-axis. So V by I. So now V by I gives. What is the V by I? According to this, resistance. Now by seeing this graph, what is constant means resistance of the element, or from the graph information we can say that resistance is going to be constant from this VI graph. Let us assume VI graph you got like this, because till now we discussed. VI graph, let us assume you got like this. Then what happens? Theta is increasing, therefore resistance is increasing. If you got VI graph like this, so theta is decreasing. Theta is decreasing, therefore resistance is decreasing. So in place of V and I, so I placed displacement time. So displacement time graph gives slope of displacement time graph gives velocity. In this, velocity is constant. In this, displacement time if they give. So what happens for velocity? Velocity is going to increase. In this, displacement time means velocity is going to decrease. So depending on y-axis and x-axis, slope of that graph is going to be changing. One physical quantity will be getting that physical quantity whether constant, increasing, decreasing. Other than this, you can't get anything from the graph. First, we have to find slope of the graph. Next, what we have to find by using this graph, which information graph is going to give for us. So that one we will discuss in our next class. Okay.